Alright, in this video we are going to see how to add the add to cart functionality. Not only the add to cart functionality, whatever product we add in the add to cart, we can see this on the drop down button as well and on the cart.php. So let me show you cart.php first. It is blank. Fine. Now let me add this mobile, add to cart, and on the drop down you can see the mobile is added, and if I refresh this cart page, the mobile is added here as well. Now if I wish to change the quantity, when you add the product from the index page, the quantity is going to be 1. So if you wish to add some more product, get into the details. Let me change the price, sorry, let me change the quantity. I need 4 of this and add to cart. So if I get into the cart page, it says quantity 4, and according to the price it is going to display the total and the subtotal. So let me add one more, add to cart, Alan Solly men's polo t-shirt, add to cart, check the cart, it is available, quantity 1, price is 600, and on the drop down also, on the drop down of Navbar also it is available along with the price. So here also it is available. Let's add this t-shirt as well, add to cart. So 3 products on the cart. If you wish to change the quantity, get into the product, change the quantity to 3, add to cart. So on the cart you can see the quantity is 3, the price is updated accordingly. So if you wish to remove this mobile, you click on remove, it will be removed, along with the price will be calculated accordingly. 4500 plus 600 is 5100, and it is also available on the 2 product is also available along with the total on the cart section. So this is what we are going to see in this video. Let's get into it. Here in this section we are going to see how to add this product to the cart, and we are going to add this product into the session so that we can access the values or the products from the session, and we can display it in the cart page. So in the index.php, let me get into the index.php. We have add to cart button. So let me make this a link. So this is going to be add to cart.php, which I have not created yet. I will be creating it, and as you noticed, I am passing the ID. If I click here, let us create this page, Control N, add to cart.php, which is in the root directory, starting the PHP. I'm getting the URL value $_get. If it is set, whenever you are about to use the session, you should use the function session start, and now we have the session $_session. Let's create session called cart, and with the help we'll pass this ID to a variable, and we'll call it as $ID. So before that, before creating session, what we do is we will add the functionality to single.php as well. Let us get into single.php. So here also we have add to cart. So get into the single.php, and here we have add to cart functionality. So we'll replace this with what we have created on the index.php. Add to cart. So if you notice, we have input field text over here. So let me find where it is. We'll give the name as quantity. We'll give input text number. So let us have this inside a form. So we'll just have the form, we don't need the action. We will submit this using the get. Fine. Now if the quantity is set, then what we want to do is we'll create a variable and store the value over here. If it is not set, then we'll have the quantity as simply 1, which is for home page. In home page we don't have this quantity. Fine. Now let's create a session with the index ID. This is name and the value here is going to be the quantity. And just to display, what I'll do is print R. I'll print the session cart and show you how does it looks inside the pre tag. If I refresh, click on add to cart. On line number 17 there is an error, semicolon. We'll go back and add to cart. If you see the ID and the quantity. So let's get into the single.php. It is again the ID is the name and the value here is array. Single.php, and let us give the quantity as 5. Click on add to cart, and again I am not able to get the ID, I'm not able to get the quantity. Let me see why. And that is going to be simple. What we do is, let us try to refresh this, and here on the single.php we'll make this form available till the add to cart button, and we'll make here type submit. Refresh. Let us refresh this and we'll add to cart. It's not showing up. Let us try to add something other than this. Add to cart. This is 8. details, we'll make it 5, add to cart. The quantity is not able to get, I could not get the quantity. Okay, on single.php we don't have to pass this. What we do is click on add to cart. Now click on single.php and we'll make it 5, add to cart. And as you see, it is not able to get the quantity. Here we have name and what we do is input type hidden, and then we have to give the name as ID, and here the value we will be passing the ID, which we would get it from here. In the form of product ID. Let us refresh and try. Quantity 2, 7, it is working. I'll refresh. Quantity 9, add to cart. Quantity 9 and ID is 9. Quantity and ID is, sorry, this is the ID and this is the quantity. Both of them are getting from the get, and that is working. Now what we are going to do is we have these session values and we want to display this in the cart.php. So let's get into the cart.php. And what are we going to do is we'll store this session inside a variable called cart $_session. Once this is saved, let's see how does it looks. Print R, refresh. On line number 5, dollar session is not set. Let me start the session. Semicolon. We already have the session. Actually on the navbar.php and on the header.php there is no session start, so we'll have this on the cart.php. And yes, the problem was it says you are outputting the HTML before the session starts. It says the session should be the first one. Oh, fine. Now we are going to use the for each. Dollar for each. We don't have to use the for dollar, just the for each. We have cart as dollar key dollar value, and now we are going to echo dollar key, which is ID. Will concatenate with colon value, and here we have the named index quantity. If you're worried about what is name text, we see we have quantity. Refresh it. We'll comment this and we'll add BR at the end so that we can get some line break. This is ID and this is quantity. Now what we do is we'll use this for each inside the TR. Now, so this is the ID. We'll use the ID to fetch these name, product name, price, and we use a value. This is the quantity. PHP echo. If you refresh, 2111. So let's use the select statement. We'll use a select query to fetch the ID, to fetch the product name, product image, and the product price. Let's see. And now we'll use the MySQL select data. And we will be using the where clause. Select star from products is a table name, where product ID, which we are getting it in the form of key, and now we'll comment this in place of name of the product, PHP echo dollar column name. Likewise we'll do this for price, for images, which is inside uploads, no, which is inside admin. Let's get the table name for image, sorry, column name for image, and the product name and the price. So we're displaying the quantity. If we refresh and check, connection is not defined, so we have not used the config. Refresh. So if you see product name, which we have added, we're getting all the products. I think 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, total 7 is there. Let's check. 2 3 4 5 6. So we have only 6 here, and total. Let us add one more thing and let's see whether the image is added or not. So fine, so far we'll do this. When I click here, I want it to redirect to the index.php. Sorry, I want to redirect to the single page.php. So for that, anchor tag single.php id equal to php echo pass the product ID, and in between we'll have the name. Refresh, click here, working. This is mobile. Let's click on the mobile. Yes, it is working. So on the add to cart, let's redirect it to, we comment this, and after creating session, header, location, cart dot php. Fine. If I refresh, click here, line number 20. This one end of line. Fine, it is redirecting to the cart.php. So this is the dynamic HTML, sorry, static HTML. That's the reason it was making problem. So let us check which is missing. One green and two lavender. We don't have this. Let's try to add this to the cart and check. Add to cart, and yes, it is available. Now we'll try to remove this from the cart. So here our price tab is missing, price column is missing, so we don't need this check update cart. So in the cart we'll add a total. So here we will have total, which is multiplication of quantity and price. If I refresh, 600 into 2, 1200, 600 into 1, 600, 500 into 1, 500, into 4, 1 lakh, so 1 lakh, so it is 15 lakh, I guess, anything more. Fine. Now the subtotal is also missing, so before that, before the end of this one, we'll add card header, total, card body, some amount. Let's refresh out, let's see how does it looks. So here we will display the PHP variable total, which is not defined yet. So before for each, we'll define this variable to 0. On each time the for each runs, what I want to do is I want to add this to the total variable. If I refresh, we have to use echo on the card body. So this is the total amount, dot 00 slash INR. So this is amount, total payable amount. So what we do is, that seems okay. Now the remove functionality and this drop down functionality is remaining. We'll work on it. Now what are we going to do is, in the cart.php we have some added products which are displayed here, the same products we want to display it on the navbar, which is really simple. What we did here on the cart.php, we are going to do it for the nav.php file. That's it. So let's get into the, this is the code, control V, and now we want to display the total. So for that, php will start $_session. We have a session named cart. I will store it into a variable called cart, and the count php. So before that, what we'll do is we'll use it here, $count equal to count function $cart. So this count will give the total number of product available. php echo semicolon. So if I refresh, 6 is available. The same way we'll have it here, 3 in place of 3. So we'll have this section below our products. So these are the two of single products. The second, this is third, and we'll have it over here, 6 product, and it is total. Now the same way what we did here using the for each, copy it and paste it for this guy. The same way this is for image, src, copy this. For Navbar PHP, it also has image, src, and this is name. So we have name. The same way the name will have the link, so that we can view the link, we can view the product. And then we have price, INR space .00, and then we have quantity, which we would be getting it from for each. So let's refresh. On line number 115, control J 115. For each is, we have not closed the for each, I guess. Yes, that is the issue. We'll close it here. PHP, close curly brace. So we have 6. So we want to display the total. So as we did here, we'll display the before closing of for each, and we'll display this total value over here, INR PHP echo total .00. So this is the total amount, total payable amount, quantity 2, quantity 1, quantity 1, quantity 4, quantity 4. So this cut session is not set. Index.php. On the index.php, we'll do one thing. We have added session start. We'll cut this here and from here, and what we do is we'll get it in header.php and we'll paste it here inside PHP, refresh it, and now you can view the cart anywhere in this page. This is t-shirt, again this is mobiles, again viewable. Now let's get into the checkout. So instead of checkout, I want it to see view cart. Navbar, we have checkout, and let's add one more button. We'll call it as link cart href cart.php. Let me see how this looks. Not bad. What we do is we'll make this D flex so that it appears side by side. We'll leave it as it is. So let's get into the cart. Now we'll remove this, each of them. Alright, now we are going to work on the remove. If I click on remove, this product should be removed from the add to cart. So for that, in the cart we'll type remove. So we'll make it anchor tag. Delete cart .php, and we would be passing the ID using the get and echo $key, which we will be getting from the for each loop. So let's create this file .php. So start the PHP. If is set $_get, which is ID. Store this into a variable, PHP variable $ID, and we have to unlink it. Unlink $_session. The session name is cart, and what we want to remove? We want to remove the ID, $ID. So before using session, we need to start the session. Session _start, and after unlinking it, after unlinking the product from the cart, I want to redirect. So header location cart.php. Refresh, click here. So instead of redirecting, let's check how does it work. Let's check whether I have seen it or not. On line number 5. Actually it is not unlink, it is unset. I'm sorry for that. And let's redirect to the cart.php. Remove this, remove this, remove this, and if you see, our total is also getting updated and the cart is also getting updated. Remove, and now it is empty. Everything is empty. So let's add one more. So let's add this mobile. add to cart. So on the header, let's get into the text.php, add to cart. Over here, add to cart.php, so will not redirect, and let's check why it is not showing up. Add to cart. I will try to print the session. Yes, it is working, and will redirect it after adding. Once it is added, it's not showing up. Let's add one more guy. Now it's redirecting. At present, we have added 2 products. Let me add one more product and see. Refresh. Let's see what is causing the error. Okay, the problem was I missed the session start on the add cart. That's the reason I could not get it. So let's try to add the product mobile. So the mobile is available here. So jockey t-shirt, again jockey t-shirt is available. Let's get it to mobile and jockey t-shirt, and if I wish to change the quantity from 1 to 3, add to cart and cart. So if you see, the quantity is 3 and prices are added up accordingly along with the total price. So fine, we have completed it. So if I wish to remove it, I can remove it, and the Navbar cart section is also getting removed. Now it is 0. The price is also 0. Fine.